Cat and friends, we're all doing it from the middle, and then we have a different conversation. Do I think the chance of getting coming back one chance?
Ready? Couple minutes, mate.
You are?
Got to be a little Nazi about time. That's just me, it's me.
What are you working for me?
It'll take about 10 minutes, if that one.
Levi, that's yours, brother.
Levi's your header, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just bring me a plaster.
Good morning and welcome to the first round of the Ritblat 2023 British Open between Levi Gale to serve, Mackenzie to receive. Best of 5, 6 game sets, level. Has it. Better than the second gallery. No strokes.
Hello and welcome to Levi Gale vs Neil Mackenzie. First round of the British Open.
15 love.
Great return serve from Neil. It's a good ball, grabbing the service end. My commentator companion William Flynn is currently not beside me, but he will be on the way shortly, so not to worry, it won't be just me.
Serve leads, Hazard, better than the second gallery. All better than the last gallery. $30, 15.
Great defence there.
40,
Unreal defence of the grill. Unfortunately, a slight misread on the timbre, costing him the point. Great tennis though, over.
$30, 40. Game. The first game.
First game, Neil Mackenzie, professional at the Queen's Club.
$15 love.
Quite a good demi PK from Mackenzie.
Chase. 1 yard.
Lucky ball off the bando there.
50. $30 love. Yeah, and better than 6. Change service.
And welcome to William Flynn, who's now entered the commentator's box. It is afternoon now. Will has just come off his match for the British Open first round, first match of the day, and we're now an hour and a half behind schedule.
Receiver.
Thanks, Will.
First chase is 1 yard. Lost it. 15, 30, better than 6.
Excellent defense by Levi Gale.
For the all. Pull.
Camera was facing us, just noticed.
No. 3. Chase, worse than 3.
Not the cleanest of starts from either player, I'd say. A couple of long balls which should really find the ground, on the, especially on the return serve. A couple missed openings, a few bandos. However, retrieval game has been quite strong, especially for a start of the match where players are still getting their eye in, seeing what their opponents are doing.
Strokes, then all. First chase, 3. Oh. $40, $30, worse than 3. Game. 2 games for love.
Strong start from home court, Mackenzie.
Chase better than 2.
It's a tough ball to get back. Really great defense there. Extremely quick force from Levi Gale. Near the right onto the body. Well defended. Keeps the ball back in play. Slightly overhit the next shot. But ball's in play. Anything can happen. Hazard chase is certainly not the worst outcome which could have happened there. So.
The strokes.
Well played.
First chase better than 2. Ball. Lost the chase for 33. 50 long, Hazard. First gallery.
Great
all.
serve.
Okay. Chase, worse than a yard. 15 all.
Nice cut volley. Definitely see the intent from both players here. Just both missing those balls where really they got to make them to move clear.
40-15.
I don't recognise the marker of this match. Do you know who he is?
Marker is Mark Ryan.
Mark Ryan. Interesting. Marking from the net, but also sitting down, which is quite interesting, personally.
40-15,
personally-
serve lead, worse than the R.
Especially from the net. Dangerous.
Yeah, you're pretty trusting.
3 love.
That's a good high serve with a nice response from Levi. Just bring the ball short enough where Neil had to lift it, providing Levi with the opportunity just to slot into gallery, take that service end, and well, try and get back up. Looking at the stats, Neil's winning most of the points from the service end and from the receiver's end as well. It's early days though, so can Levi change those stats?
No strokes.
Depends on how well he's serving.
First chase, last gallery.
Decent chases.
It's a great play by Levi.
50
Very
love.
good lead from Levi.
Worse than the last gallery.
He is definitely controlling over the back wall nicely. Placing it.
Right idea.
One chase.
Very good
50
point.
all.
You not to get that, but it's
For the viewers at home, when there's a chase which isn't a hazard, the server can put the ball into the hazard galleries
Worse
to
than
win
the
the
second
point.
gallery. 15 all.
which
is what he
was
went for.
It's what Levi was going for. Hit penthouse, and then with that penthouse sprawl, Neil took that opportunity and finished off the point. Interesting shot selection there. It's gone down the middle, but it's missed the low as well. A bit more footwork, I think, would have been needed for that one.
The first gallery.
It's not a bad shot.
30-15.
No, I hit fours. It's the fours.
Sorry. Worse than the second.
Did you catch the players' handicaps to start with at the start of the match?
I know Levi is off 2.9,
Okay.
and Neil, what's he off? He might be 5, 6, somewhere in that ballpark.
Okay.
So I know Levi is the favourite to win this match.
30-15, receiver
Home
leads,
court
worse than the
advantage
second.
for Neil, so almost
Absolutely.
evens
It's a
out.
great start for Neil.
It's good luck. Very good luck.
As I mentioned earlier, however, this is Neil's home court. He's one of the
The
professionals here,
first
so
gallery.
he should know this court like the back of his hand. So he's got that going for him.
30-14.
Nice shot and has the galleries from the point.
Game.
Ooh, rapid error. Good serve. Levi had no choice but to go down back in
One
corner.
game to 3.
Neil just didn't execute. It's a good serve.
15 love.
Just flipping the first board. on the penthouse.
Oh.
Great finish.
30 love.
First grill of the match. It's a good pace from Levi.
15, 30.
Very defensive ball by Neil, and ball's placed just out of range where you had to run towards it. Caught it slightly late. Lifts.
For the all.
It's very hard.
Oh.
Neil running of the high serve, it seems. Not a bad choice of serve in Queens. That and the bobble tend to work quite well. Along with a
Chase.
couple other points, a
Wasn't
lot of
two.
the serves.
I think it's important to look out for the type of serves that these Queens home players are serving.
Yep.
Because obviously they know exactly what works.
What's the 2 last gallery?
I think the main three seem to be high serve, railroad, and
Bobble,
bobble, demi. Yeah.
definitely. Quite a few galleries on this court. Ball's quite bouncy, I find. Floor's kicking up quite a bit. So players just finding it very, well, almost easy to retrieve some of these balls. So lots of galleries, that's for sure. It's the go-to for the
Go.
receivers.
For the all.
And the service just
First
wants to
chase is
restrict
worse than 2.
the gallery shots that the receiver has.
Lost the chase. 40, 30.
Did you
The
think that serve was
last
okay?
gallery.
It was close.
Just realised I have my headset on backwards, so fix that.
Server's advantage.
Good ball. Nice little inside out shot.
It's a great defensive play from Neil there. Though. Great read off the timbre.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Levi, yeah, got on top. Finished the point.
Love.
Got a bit carried away there.
It's very easy to almost throw away points when your eyes light up at a opportunity.
Yes, we all do it. We all do it.
Absolutely.
30
Me more than
love.
most, that's for sure.
When it works, it looks good.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Nothing better than getting airborne in a forcing shot. Wow. Just a bad miss from Neil. Followed by a very good read of Post, which definitely helped get that point for sure. At this level, a penthouse shot can be almost fatal. However, it's important to not give up because, as you can see, sometimes ball does not land exactly where you think it does. Results in a almost defensive shot. which can easily be pulled out from
40,
your
30.
from your opponent. So very good force from Mackenzie. They're dead on of the match.
Quite unexpected as well, that. So,
Yep.
very effective.
One of the rules in Queens is that a high serve or just any ball cannot go through the beams or the rafters. It instantly becomes out of court. It's a very court-specific rule.
Yes, back at Seacourt, it's the complete opposite.
Yep.
And I think
Places.
anywhere else it beams, it's, yeah, as you say, very court specific.
Yeah. Hobart, where I learnt to play and grew up, is well, that's in court if it goes through. Jessica Husside has entered the commentary box, providing snacks to the
40, 30,
to Ben,
Chase worse than 2.
but not to Will and I. Great ball. First dead on of the match. Be a worse than 2 chase. Very confident. Great get. Unreal gets. What a rally. Momentum.
Mistake first there, I think.
Momentum certainly in Levi's favour, even at the receiver's end. After a positive start for Neil, it's certainly showing why Levi's, I guess, the favourite for the match, in my opinion. Second dead on for Levi. First of many, I'm sure. Worse than a yard. It's tough to beat. Got to get a nice strong serve in. Make sure
He's going to serve here. What would you serve in this situation?
Personally, knowing Neil, I'd have to go with Bobble, because a demi, we've seen him strike it virtually through the dead on with what I would consider a pretty decent demi. So
Lost chase for betting 2.
actually quite a good serve team selection. A short sidewall bit of spin. It's tough to control. Neil's standing quite far back in the receiver's box, so this takes quite a bit of effort to move up quite up that far
15 love.
and strike at a board here dead on. So good selection from Levi Gale.
A yard worse than the last gallery. 59. Ball. 15, 30.
It's not a good serve. was trying a side ball, but a poor serve just wasn't put away from Neil, and Levi takes that point and leads this game. Let's talk doubles. Levi and is partnering up with Lewis Williams in the first round of the British, and Neil and his partner Adam Dolman, I believe, they were in the qualifiers.
They were played Nino Moroda and Henry Him.
40-15.
I
Receiver
think it was
lead.
2 sets to
A
none.
yard worse than the last.
Scores of those sets were 6-2, 6-2.
Yes,
so-
Nino and Henry Him, and I think that's the first time they've played in an Open together. And it could be the start of an interesting partnership.
Absolutely. Both. Well, Nino's the professional at Radley, and Henry's, well, he plays at Radley quite often, so
A student.
they most likely go on court quite a bit together.
Yes.
Good partnership there. And so Neil and Adam, they're knocked out of the doubles, but Levi and Lewis have an upcoming match on Wednesday, I believe.
Who's that against?
Yours truly. That will be Wednesday. Not too sure what the time it will be. 1 or 2 or 12 or
Yes.
one of those three.
It's one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. But that'll be up against Oliver Pridmore and Wolf Lynn, which
We are not the favourites for.
we are not the favourites, but we will like an underdog.
We do.
So no pressure. Should be good. Good fun.
Yes, and Henry Hemmon and Nino have now got
John Woods Casey from Melbourne, Australia, and Adam Player, who he works at Wellington, I believe.
yes, assistant professional.
Yep.
So that again, Henry and Nino are not the favourites, so
Should be a
should
good
be
match.
interesting.
I'm looking forward to watching that.
Yes,
That will be a best of 5
40
set.
love.
Qualifiers being best of 3.
what do you prefer playing? Do you prefer a best of 5 or a best of 3 set match?
That's a good question. If I'm the underdog,
2 and 3.
well, that's actually if I'm the underdog, I think I'd prefer a best of 3. Maybe. Yeah, best if I'm the stronger player, I definitely prefer a best of 5.
So you feel there's more pressure on the other player in a best of 3?
Yes.
You are pretty chilled.
Yeah. Yep. Just the ability to play better than someone who is, I guess, better than you. It's just not going to be as you're not going to be able to hold it for as long as you can, and they're going to find your weakness and then exploit that in a longer match. Although for me, I probably prefer a longer match compared to most people because I'm, I guess, a runner of sorts. I like a long match where lots of running to it and rallies.
Yeah, you can outrun your opponent.
I'd like to think so. However, my recent matches
5
seem
games to
everyone
3.
seems to be able to keep up.
Second Gale.
After a strong start from Neil Mackenzie, going 3 love up, Levi has won the next 5 games in a row.
So Levi doesn't give up, he was happy with something there.
Yeah.
15
So
love.
I thought the serve looked okay though, personally.
Personally wasn't paying enough attention.
Yep. End of the day, Marcus call.
That's it. Can't argue with it. Loose serve, will he be punished?
Yep.
Yeah, well played.
Second Gale.
Chipping a ball into the corner, just got to expect Levi to get it back because that's just what he does. He's a retriever. He's a good runner. He's also pretty good from the service end, but hits a mean force as well, which we've seen today. So personally, I wouldn't really want to face him at either end, but if I had to choose, I'd probably take the receiver's end simply because of that timbre. You got to look for the misreads
15 love.
or the targets.
Serve lead. Second gallery.
Two very beatable chases there.
On the tree.
What a ball!
15 all. Second gallery. Again.
Almost impossible to get back.
Yes, no one's, especially for a railroad. It's not anywhere near it.
30,
So-
15.
Being able to volley off a railroad is it's a very good shot to have in your armoury.
Yep. An overhit tenor serve, not punished, as Neil probably would have preferred.
Hazard line. 30, 15.
I'd like to see Neil hit a few more in the flying corner.
That's it.
Levi's hovering almost on the white line,
30, 15 here.
in the covering the grill essentially.
Yes, just change it up a bit.
Yep.
Levi's getting pretty comfortable.
Got to get Levi asking question, where is he going, rather than he's going here.
Door. Change service.
Yeah, keep him on his toes.
Especially with an open shot at the galleries.
Again, two pretty beatable chases.
30, 15.
Beatable chases.
Serve lead. Hazard. The line.
Will, move your microphone closer to your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
The door.
What would you have done there? Would you have gone up to the timbre, or would you have waited for the miss, or I guess the cover?
Game.
I have a tendency
And
to
the
run up
first
the
set,
timber and do
6-3.
that, so
As do
I probably
I.
would have done the same thing.
First set, Levi Gale, winning 6 games in a row, 6-3.
Pretty good going, pretty good going.
Out. Batsman soon.
It's a rare miss from Levi Gale. Usually he's able to scramble that out of the corner, but so a new set. Don't think he's too fast with it. Very good ball.
Change of pace, that was good.
And he hit that with an open racket face, which of these balls just naturally cut.
Especially in the corner underneath the grill, it seems to take a lot of cut.
Absolutely.
A lot more so than any other part of the court, which I'm not really sure why. But something I've noticed is going through.
Well, you've just played 3.5 hours, so
Stats on screen now.
stats on the screen. Let's have a look. Serves 1. Levi has bumped that one up from the 17% to a 50%, which is a lot better. Point served equal. Points 1 also
Pretty equal.
relatively equal.
And
Receiver
identical
lead.
targets.
Better
hit.
than 2.
Interesting. What a force.
It's great pace from Levi.
30 love.
Just got to sort that serve out, I
Worse
think.
than the second.
At the end of the day, you've got that control and the ability to restrict your opponent, especially when you've got the upper hand with a difficult chase.
$15.30.
That's a good ball. Good ball for a tough chase.
Seems a slower railroad seems to be what works better here,
Yep.
which
Last
I
gallop.
should have been experimenting with maybe a bit more so in my match, but
Perhaps.
hey ho.
However, you're also in quite a few bobbles, and I say I consider them working. What a pickup. Oh, great tennis. Good tennis. Interesting choice of boast at the end, however, the pickups beforehand, unbelievable. I don't know how often Levi plays in this court, but he is not missing a ball. He's reading everything, whether it's hitting or missing T&RA, he knows.
Stats on screen again.
Stats on the screen. Awesome serves. Majority demi-piqué, few railroads, high drop. And then he's thrown in a couple other serves. Bobble was, well, just as his predominant second serve. Which is fair enough. It's a good, decent serve here. Accuracy 100%. Points won 57%. So
40, 30.
on the whole, by looks of things, I'd say
Receiver
Bobbles
lead.
are
Second Gale.
a bit more effective compared to his demi-piqué. However, decent demi-piqué stats as well.
I say have not been used as much as we may have thought.
No,
First game, second set.
Neil taking the first game of this set, breaking Levi's 6-game win streak, I guess you could say.
Stroke 15 love.
Interesting. The slow ball is essentially more difficult at times, because a quick ball, you just need to put your racket there, and the pace is already on it. Just goes back over the net. However, a slow ball, people tend to swing at a bit more because they feel they have to. And the faster you swing, the more difficult it is to play a shot accurately and consistently.
Chase, worse than 5.
Slight misread off the wall from Levi.
Receiver.
Perhaps expected a floor sideball instead of a sideball floor. Changes the angle significantly. He's now lost the serve.
Oh.
Score shot and then
30 love.
well read as well.
That's a very good looking cut volley as well. Very high ball. And he's come around it so much that it's got both spin and taken away the pace, so he's just unlikely to overhit it. That one he came around, but it was too short, and Levi
30.
chased it down, slotted it in the grill. It's well played.
Oh.
Great mark. Very good mark. Two chases. Personally, I wouldn't be upset with a hazard. In that situation, I probably would be, but a hazard chase...
Stats on screen again.
Ooh, more stats. Hazard chase, when there's already a chase, not the worst outcome. Demi-PK... Smelly demi-PKs... Isn't Mr. Railroad by the looks of things? That can't be right, can it? Perhaps it is.
Perhaps not.
15, 30, serve
And
lead.
I'm not taking stats,
First
so...
chase is worse
Fair
than 5.
play.
Lost chase, for 6.
It's a good leave.
40, 15.
Very good leave.
Hazard, better than half a yard.
Good opportunity for Levi here.
30,
That's a
40.
good serve. Well, pretty good serve. Could have been a little bit better, but however, Levi's executed it well. bottom edge. Unlucky. Great rally. Neil bringing back wall very well.
Sorry, juice.
And Levi continuously asking the question and just putting it back in the back of the corner.
Advantage.
Neil just said, "You lucky, lucky boy." That's fair enough, I'd say. Wow, great serve. Levi definitely wasn't aiming for that previous boast. Well, he was aiming for a boast, not a main or dead on from there.
As you say, a few more balls in the forehand corner.
I have noticed that. It's very good. Yep.
Well played, great volley.
Yep. It was a decent serve. Return serve was almost exactly what Neil would have liked. Slow it back on the timbre and hey presto, 2 love.
15 love.
Good change up from Levi. Yep.
All. Time.
So, Mr. Flynn, playing the first match yourself, what's the are you most looking forward to playing? Oh, not playing, watching.
What am I most
Is there dubs, or is there singles, or is there a final you're potentially almost expecting the result of and looking forward to seeing? Or?
I'm actually looking forward to you and Claire the most.
Really?
A tight match at the Oratory between you two on, what was that, Wednesday?
Thursday.
And
yep.
I think there's 0.4 difference between the two, and both had a decent amount of practice up on this court, and be interesting to see.
Interesting. So I'm quite looking forward to playing that match as well. But
I'm hoping so. Which is right after this one as well.
Yeah. It's a brave decision from myself to go in the commentary box, but
it is.
Same from you to come straight off a 5-setter.
Didn't necessarily plan on being a 5-setter, but
no. But once you're 2 sets love down, you kind of have to plan on it being a 5-setter. I think the moment you came off court, you had a little bit of regret, but I think that was almost expected and guaranteed, no matter the scoreline.
I'll ask the same question to you then. What are you most looking forward to watching? Is there a match?
Less so a match and more high quality doubles. Although I'm looking forward to Lewis Gordon and Claire Fay teaming up to take on Zach Edel and Leon Smart. I think that could be an entertaining game. Lewis Gordon teeing off against Zach, who can be a bit fiery on court, which is always entertaining to watch, and Leon being quite a top player, I guess.
40-30.
It's promising match.
Two new partnerships as well.
Absolutely.
So it'll be interesting to see how they work out.
Very keen for it.
On the James. Juice.
Potential chance for 3-love lead for Neil, which would be a very strong position to be in.
Absolutely. However, the same could be said for the first set. And look how that went.
That's very true.
Levi trying a few high serves, I see.
None successful yet.
No, but he is, I'd say, almost known for a few high serves.
He is.
Just like a few high serves and railroads. I'd put him on if I was facing him, but no high serves in just yet. Last Open was in Paris, French Open. Winner of that being Nick Howe, defeating Steve Vagona in 3 sets. Very, very tall roof. High serves, you can virtually just swing it as hard as you can, it'll probably stay in.
Serves advantage.
Partner up to pass through, and
Second gallery.
so high serve is, well, dream, I guess. Perfect court for that. So quite a few long matches. I believe I did see Levi serving a few of those throughout.
Second.
Great pace again.
Yep, that was low enough where Neil would have had to almost bend down or step towards it to get underneath it with that jointed backhand volley, but it's very good placement. So that one a bit higher up, and Neil cleans it over.
Oh, that's well back.
Real pickup from Levi. Bit more cut required, or
Better than 2.
sliding that into the winning gallery. I hate those balls as well, to be fair. They just, you're expecting it to miss, but also saying ready for a timbre. You don't think it's going to hit though, and so whenever it does, it just rockets at you like twice the speed you're expecting, because it's both reaction time and a difficult ball. So
Just got to swing and hope,
yeah,
which doesn't usually pay off.
no. It might for you though, being a big strong lad. But for someone like me, who's barely 9 stone, it's a bit more difficult to swing and hope at a ball. Is that the first fault on a railroad for Levi, based on those stats?
We'll see those stats soon. I don't think Neil has been successful trying to go down the line on that backhand so far.
No, the ones which are going over tend to be a bit more either slower paced on the floor, which
Second
Levi
gallery.
can almost volley, or he's just overhitting it. So it might be good to throw it in occasionally, but sometimes if it's not aggressive enough, you've just got to get back onto him on the backhand side and wait for that next ball. Opportunity. Another one. Second time's the charm.
There we go.
Well done.
Advantage to server.
Levi's advantage and a chase. Second gallery.
Chance for Levi to get a game on the scoreboard in the second set.
Yep.
There's 2 left.
Kind of got to. Neil will be definitely trying to win this game, because 3 love down,
Yeah,
or
for sure.
1-2 down. 1-2, easily winnable. 3 love, that's
Receives
a
advantage.
bit tricky,
Second gallery.
especially with the momentum on on Neil's side.
Yeah.
It's a great finish. Good save of the game. Bad lead. Neil thought it was going up, however,
Receives advantage.
Levi, he hit it with topspin.
Ball's always dipping.
Yep. Just looking at the dead-on stats, it's 3 dead-ons to 7 towards Levi. However, it was 3 love at one point in Neil's favour. So either Neil's got to start going for a few more, or he's got to make it look less obvious.
I think,
or he's got to stop or start restricting Levi from his, because clearly something needs to change.
it is important to I think going for the dead on against Levi is very important, or just not trying to beat him on the floor because he's a exceptional floor player. Gets a lot back.
Absolutely.
And certainly what I've found playing him in the past is very unlikely to beat him on the floor.
For those at home, you might have noticed Levi, he gets everything back. However, they're not always on the floor. Quite a few on the penthouse. However, he's a 3 handicap. So it is important to know that sometimes just getting the ball back is enough. Being demonstrated right now. It doesn't always have to be a winner. Just punch it down another corner and wait for that next ball to come back, and eventually, if you get enough back, you win the point.
Chase, worse than 6.
Interesting lead from Levi there. Would you have gone for the block and try to push it over with a bit of a backhand, or would you say that's a decent leave?
I probably would have done what Levi did in that situation.
Yep.
Still,
At the end of the day, it is also reaction time based.
yeah, that's it.
You're not expecting a ball at your feet, down the middle, which has come off a little bit of wood. So, understandably. Chase didn't end up brilliant. I believe it was probably about 6 yards or something, maybe 5. But he's also 40-15 up. And those chases, 5 yards, 6 yards, it's not a challenge for this sort of level.
No, that's it.
I'd say, what would you consider, I guess, a challenging chase where you're really thinking about it?
40-15. Receiver lead, worse than 6.
I would probably say when you get into better than 3, 2 and 3 region.
I'd agree. I would have said better than 3 for me.
30-40.
I would expect to be worse than 2, however, I can be a bit more lenient for something like a 4-yard chase. Certainly wouldn't be going for a dead on for that chase. Brutal.
Interesting bounce there.
I don't think Neil's awfully surprised that that's gone flush off the sidewall because, once again, home court.
That's it.
Most tambers do have that spot where if you hit it at that right height, pace, angle, will fall flush. Nice grill as well.
Loose ball.
Second gallery.
Second gallery.
Chase lead. Yeah.
As mentioned earlier, galleries definitely in high quantity this match, and certainly the last match as well, because balls are bouncing a bit more, kicking up a bit off the floor, cutting quite a bit, however, we're just running it down, so it's good to get up to service end by in gallery.
First drag of the day.
Wow, it's really good control. Better than 5. It's a good eye from Mark.
That is. I don't think Levi was expecting that backhand volley to go down the line as well.
No. Better than 3. It's no problem for a man of Levi's standards. This means he probably won't go for a dead on, because if he misses a dead on while going for a significant pace, it's relatively bouncy court, I'd say. It's not nothing compared to Paris or Bordeaux or Leamington. However, it does have a bit of kick to it if you put it on it. So certainly won't be doing any forcing move. I'd say either of these chases, personally.
However, depends on the serve.
It does. Sometimes that's all you've got.
If that's the option you're left with, I would still back into hit the ball on target, so I don't think he's actually missed too many at all.
It's a good serve. Wow. The fact that he's got that on the first bounce.
Serve advantage,
Pretty impressive.
better than 3.
Almost up to Wilflin standards in a corner. Not quite though. Not quite.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Excellent main ball. Excellent main ball. This is a big game as well. It's 3-1, 2-0.
Yeah.
Both could be anyone's game, however. 3-1 down is not where the place you want to be.
Cracking volley.
Unreal volley.
Two-hander as well.
Serve advantage.
Don't usually, don't think I've seen Neil play. Two-handed backhand, full match.
Not on the offense. Defensive, he's mainly been doing two-handers. But although that was a bit more defensive and just executed it very well. What would you do here?
In whose situation?
Oh,
I was in-
I'd smell off that ball.
Oh, off that ball. I'd force that ball.
Yeah, probably.
You know that I'm-
yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah. Good to see Neil's been rewarded with that. Levi hit a bit of a framey sort of shot. Kicks up because there's no cut on it. Neil slots into grill. Often in this game, justice isn't quite served with things like the bando, the bottom edge, even balls off the penthouse, sometimes clipping or spinning in a different direction than you're expecting. So it is good when a bad shot is not paid off. Although the injustice of it can I guess, make things a bit more entertaining at times.
Of course, of course. Nice to see we've got big crowds. No one in the galleries yet, but there was quite a few in the galleries for my match.
Dead on, do you mean?
In the galleries.
Side galleries.
There was a good crowd in the
Quite
dead
a
on.
number in the viewing gallery.
There is.
There is now?
There is still, I think.
Excellent. I think quite a few potentially friends and family from, well, I guess both Levi and Neil are tuning in, probably online and in person, so
Yes.
it's very good to see a good turnout. 3-1. First dead on in quite a while for Neil to take the game.
Unsuccessful twice.
Yeah, he's hit one dead on, and then I
Tried to go for more.
he's got a bit of confidence in himself to hit another one. However, sometimes the ball's not there, or
I think in that situation the ball definitely was.
Second gallery.
yeah, I'd agree.
That was the issue.
I'm probably going to have an imprint of a headset or headphones into my head while I play my match. But well,
Just don't think about it. Just don't think about it.
exactly.
We're only really going to see it from up here.
50 love receiver. Second gallery.
Care to explain to me why setting a railroad whilst there's a not so good chase is a good idea?
The door.
Because when you have a not so good chase, you want a tight serve, like a railroad, and stop someone from hitting the galleries, because that's one of the many options.
Absolutely.
And
Second gallery isn't exactly the worst chase
it's
I've ever
not,
seen,
but it
does
leaves the
leave-
last gallery open.
Exactly. and
Don't want any serve that comes out wide.
yep,
So that,
if you hit a ball on the middle of the back penthouse and it comes down, it's free pickings for for the receivers.
That's a goal.
And
14-13.
it's points like those which can which can win or lose matches.
Game.
It's
big
why-
swing there.
It's why tactics and knowledge of tactics and
2 games to
also
3.
the ability to serve and choose what you're serving is so important. And it's just why these players are, I guess, that next level above everyone else.
15 love.
The ability to not only have, I guess, your go-to serve, but if it's not working, be able to just adapt and change to something else, because everyone's different.
15
Some people
all.
have a stronger cut volley, some people are taller, for example. You probably have a easier job with a couple of returner serves than I would.
Hazard line.
So
15 all.
all these factors very important to what you choose to serve.
Yeah. I must say he's very brave sat there.
He's very
Brave
Brave.
sat there in a few instances where he's
absolutely.
nearly taken a few to the head.
Don't even think he's flinched yet.
No, he's very used to it, I guess.
Yeah. Looking at this set, when we get the score back up, I think it's 3-1, is it? 3-2. Apologies. Where do you see this set going? Smart shot from Levi. Open galleries.
30-15 server. Ball to the yard. Worse than
Who do
the
you see
last
winning
out.
it?
This set,
Yep.
I think if Levi keeps the service end, it will be Levi. I feel like both players dominate from the serving end, so it's really who can spend as much time down here as possible.
Absolutely. First winning gallery of the match.
Ball.
Yes, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, I think that's all it comes down to. Because both players are serving pretty well, and
Yep. And they're hitting quite good targets, I'd say, overall.
Chase. Second two.
Neil desperately need this game to stay in it, because 4-2 just needs 2 games. 3-all just needs a bad streak. Even 2 errors can make things very, very dangerous for yourself.
40-15 receiver. Chase is better than 2. Again.
Great return serve. Not the cleanest ball I've ever seen.
3-all.
but he was going for it.
Exactly. The intent
So,
is there.
yeah.
Execution.
3-all.
And Bob's your uncle. It's in the dead on.
Oh wow.
Second time's a charm. Definitely need to put that first one away though.
Chase. Worse than 5.
There are some times with, I guess, when you're trying to put a ball away and you miss that ball, you got to think, would Cam, would Rob Fay, would they miss those balls? And the answer is probably no. So it's just, that's the sort of difference and change in level that I guess those top guys have, even over these guys.
That's it, well said.
It's just these bowls where Neil's just missed that first one, hit the second one, it's going to get punished. First one's going to get absolutely
15 out,
punished
receive
by
lead.
Cam or Rob,
First chase is worse
or they
than
might not even have
5.
the opportunity to put it away. So it's very impressive stuff, both from these guys for getting to the, I guess, the standard they are right now.
Of course.
But there's definitely a long way to go.
Hell of a long way to go.
Absolutely.
which means even longer for us as well.
30-15
Oh, yeah.
off the chase.
I mean, I wouldn't fancy a
We've-
match against either of these players.
We've got age on our side though, so that's alright. We're young. Plenty of years to...
Well, I mean, I'm young. I mean,
well, 20, I mean.
yeah, not even a teenager anymore.
So 21 in a month's
For
time.
the all.
19 in a month's time.
No, 1 ball.
Both players serving quite slow railroads. Definitely seems to be the way to do it here.
Oh, unreal
Chase,
defense.
worse than 4.
That 200 backhand
For the
volley.
all.
Personally, I've started investing in it as well. However, Neil is, well, he's a little bit taller than me, so he's putting it to a bit more full effect than I can. Mine's a bit more defensive, and his is, well, he's got that height over the net, compared to which is something I don't quite have. So this is quite a bit stronger than mine, I'd say.
Quite an important point there.
Yeah, it's a bit risky, that bolt. It's not the highest of percentages.
No.
If it goes in the dead on, I mean, obviously he wins the point, but chance of it going in, slim. Chance of it being a chase, bit greater, but the odds of it going in the net, I just wouldn't have taken it.
40-30 receiver leads, worse
Personally.
than 4. One to chase. Game.
It's a nice shot, 4-3.
4 games to 2.
Ooh, 3.
Yep. A little bit of a marking error.
Sorry, 4-3. 4-3.
It's not the first of the day, but
Yes.
it's perfectly fine.
Important it gets corrected, because can change
15
everything.
love.
Yeah, earlier in the day, during Zach Eagle and Will Flynn's match, there was a slight, I guess, not quite a mishap, but issue in terms of what the game score was. The marker did, I guess, forget the score. Luckily, we have this fantastic streaming, which essentially records it for us, so we were able to almost, I guess, step in and make sure that they all knew what was going on. But
Second gallery, 15 all.
the marker believed it was 4-3 when really it was 5-3.
Mm-hmm.
Quite an important part of the match.
Yes, it will.
But mistakes happen. And it's important, I guess, to make sure it doesn't happen as frequently. Ah, no. Really
First
well
and
bred
15.
from Levi.
Just waiting for one of the two to make the mistake, and unfortunately that was Levi in that situation.
It's an interesting concept there, where both players want to hit to the backhand side, backhand to backhand to backhand. Someone called Bertie Valet, but we just sometimes, for example, myself, I tend to hit it all over the place. I might post it instead of playing it flat into that backhand corner, and I might even go down the line, change it up.
Yes, I do tend to
Because the book
take it down the
says
line.
to play it cross court to a backhand and try and go, I guess, floor galleries. Wow,
It's a great get. Oh,
great rally.
but that's what makes it so good when you do something different.
Yeah.
Because it's unexpected.
Changing it up means that they're not sure where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're as predictable as the next person, then you're not going to put pressure on the way you think you are. Even if you're going for a straight force, if your opponent's standing there and they've got a volley like Neil does, then there's almost no point hitting it there. So yeah, and at this level, it's not really expected that they're going to make an error.
No. First change, second gallery. 40-15. Hazard, second gallery.
Risky shot from Levi to chase second gallery. However, King Hazard does win the point. Keeping it tight. Let's leave the last gallery not open, so
30-40.
it's a risky ball playing it down the line. Margins are thin, but didn't pay off then. And Neil's put the next one in the net.
Gale,
What did you think of that serve?
10-2.
Oh, I thought it was probably a fault.
I thought so too. However, when you're marking in the net, got some pros, got some cons. Pros, you can see all the hazard chases yourself. You can probably see the not-ups a little bit better, especially at service end. Cons, serving faults. It's tougher to see, tougher to read.
When you consider that the pro is what the marker is,
40.
just doing it off by sound,
Absolutely.
either side of the white line, is no, I mean, hats off to them for managing to do that.
Yep, it is impressive how almost accurate that they can do it. However, we're humans. There's something called human error.
Lost
It's
it,
just
game.
natural.
4-all.
4 games.
Second
game.
set.
Kneel down the serving end. Continue serving well, could take this game, make it 5-4.
That's good serve. Whoa. Levi needs to put this away.
Nice change of pace.
Yep, nice change of pace.
15-all.
Wasn't playable off the back wall, I'd say.
No, had to take it.
Moving in towards Neil, and it's well put away. Not the cleanest rally I've seen,
15-all.
in terms of where it went. I'd say that I wouldn't be too upset with it.
No.
The fact that Mark has not flinched at all by that is insane. I think that's
More than a yard worse than the last gallery. 15-all.
yep. Great ball.
30-15.
Solution for Neil to that side doesn't happen anywhere near as often. Just gotta either change the serve or serve that railroad a bit better. Penthouse opportunity. I'd go not timbre, it's not the ball you want.
40-15.
It's important that when you're going for a shot off the penthouse, you don't just hit a normal shot, which you could hit from almost anywhere. Because in that situation, it's either going to hit the timbre or it's not. And then at this level, Levi's probably not going to misread that. And so you either got to hit it really softly, so that it's quite far up the court, they're lifting it, or that it's not going to be off the back wall, or you got to hit the target. And centre of the court's a bit tougher to hair grill, because you're not going to use that main wall to curl it around the timbre, but Fuendo corner's a bit more open as
More than
well.
a yard worse than the last.
Great serve. Interesting response. Oh, that's well played from Levi.
Excellent ball. I've seen yourself do that quite often as well. That little forehand, slightly
Favourite
open
shot.
stance, just slot it in to Hazard Galleries chase.
Opportunity here for Levi to take the first point.
The speed of this man.
So, question for you. Obviously being a pretty quick guy yourself, how do you compare your speed to Levi?
I think it really depends on the ball. I'd say some balls I'm a bit quicker on. However, it's balls which come back over the net alongside the speed. But he's just probably a bit more consistent than I am.
Sure.
But I must say, I hope they've got a fire extinguisher out near the court, because Levi's feet must be feeling the friction, that's for sure.
That was good. That was good.
Very important game for Levi. Wow. Oh, wow.
Found the nick.
Such a good ball.
15-30.
I must say it's a little bit lucky in terms of the bounce.
It is.
The intention was probably
Yeah. It was a good
main wall,
read. It was a good
floor
read.
back wall. It was a bad serve earlier as well, so that was probably his intention from the last point. Down the line, yes, great ball.
Just change it up.
Missing timbre, I reckon. Oh no.
Unfortunately, I couldn't read it. It's a great point.
Personally, I would have tried a slightly slower one. Main wall, floor, miss timbre. However, a result's a result. 30-all, one chase. It's a great ball. Slightly over high part of the net. He's found the, I guess, the height very well. Bit of topspin. Curls
A lot
it
of
back down.
topspin. He seems to be hitting quite a few of his forces with a lot of topspin.
I'd say that ball has reached its maximum height just on while it's above the net. Curl down, virtually hit the neck. Very tough to do, especially at spin.
For the all. First chase, nearly a yard worse than the last. 40-30.
It's a bit ambitious.
Better than 4. Ball.
Still no flinch. It's just incredible. Wow. Dangerous leave doing that. Very dangerous leave.
Is he going for it?
I think no.
Definitely not.
Definitely
But
wasn't.
it somehow paid off.
Sometimes when you overhit it so much, it becomes a good shot.
Yeah.
I think I'm a bit prone to that as well. Oh, set point.
Advantage.
Set point.
Got in Neil's head a little bit there. He's not happy.
That's set.
Game over second.
And a big
set.
come on from Levi Gale.
6-ball.
He's done well.
Third set.
He has
very
done
well
to
to
take
get
that. 3-1 down, I believe.
Yes, I believe so.
Should we talk about upcoming tournaments and events?
Why not?
So, what's your next competition, excluding the British Open, of course?
I think my next competition is possibly the T&RA Tour.
T&RA Tour? I believe the Paul Roger is before that. Would you be playing in the
Thank you for
Paul
correcting me. I will be playing in the Paul Roger.
They'll be taking part on the 2nd of December.
The 2nd. I thought it was the 8th, but
No, that's T&RA Tour.
That's T&RA
Tour,
Tour.
my friend.
got it mixed up. Yes,
Yeah.
Seacourt taking on Oxford at home, which I'll be playing in.
And I will be playing for Leamington against Queens.
At home?
At Leamington, yes, yes. Looking forward to seeing who they produce, I guess. I'm not too certain on the exact team. I know we've got Rob Schenkman in Leamington, and I presume a couple other players, strong players in Leamington as well. But I know Johnny Whittaker is the captain for Queens.
Yes.
I presume Bertie's playing for Queens.
Bertie's playing.
He'll be there. Don't know who else.
Henry
they've got.
Mullin, possibly, has
Possibly.
done in previous years. And there's quite a few players that switch between Queens and Lords.
Yep.
So you never really know who Queens are going to put out.
Yeah. A bit traitorous, I'd say, but
30 love, first change better than the second galley.
Is there any chance that Leamington and Seacourt can meet each other? I don't know. Will you
personally,
know?
I've got no idea. I'm only
Second galley.
I'm only in the UK for one, I guess, Paul Roger event. So I guess my input to towards the tournament will be minimal. So I haven't even looked forwards in the event to see what's going on. Wow, floating ball into the grill.
Okay, so that's the porridge. Then we got the Tambator.
Yep.
At Petworth.
Petworth. Yes.
The last winner of the Tambator was Levi, and defeated. Ooh, who was it in the final? Was it Josh Smith in the final?
It was Josh.
Yeah.
Was it? Was that a semi-final? No, it might have been final. That's right, because Nino and Josh faced it off in.
Right.
Was it
Stats on screen now.
Oh, stats.
Stop
Lovely.
Oh, Levi's. Yeah. No surprise, the dead on count is pretty high.
You'll see a few more grills.
I thought Neil had 4 dead ons actually.
Yep. That is interesting. He definitely does. He might have 5 about now.
40-15.
Points.
The
Yeah.
lead.
Interesting.
Hazard. Wilson the
Very
second.
interesting. It's very good that we've got the stats up now
Yes.
nowadays. It just means there's much more you can look at, much more you can see. And if you've hit 23 dead-ons in a match and then 1 grill, I'm gonna say you're probably a bit stronger at the receivers end than the service end, target-wise.
Mm-hmm. Great
What
pace.
a ball.
Great pace.
Never a doubt. First game, third set.
If you don't
First
preempt
game,
that shot
third set.
when that force is going, it's very difficult to make it there in time.
And with a poor serve where the
Mhm.
ball's far away from the side wall, ball could be. It's just you can choose. There's a bit of reverse psychology for the person hitting the ball as well. Because the person who's facing that force,
There is that.
they're trying to guess where you're hitting the force. Person at the other end, both factoring where they can hit a force, and where are you. And so if you're covering a main or dead on, and the straight force is open, even if you're in a slightly worse position, just slowing that force down and getting it on target, they're not in a position to cover that. And so being able to identify both where you can hit a ball and keeping your eye on your opponent and their strengths. So they might have a poor backhand volley, in which case
More stats on screen
their
now.
backhands will be the strongest or smartest idea. First serves railroad. Wow.
Yes, the accuracy has come down.
71%, however,
That's
probably better than my accuracy.
would definitely be better than mine as well.
Chasers conceded, a bit higher, 18%. Oh, high side ball, 100%, okay, that's probably why I said 1. Same with Demi PKs, lost a couple.
No bobble first serves from Neil either.
Interesting.
Great pickup.
Levi's dead on count is probably explaining the lack of bobbles now.
Second
Simply
gallery
because
again.
slow serve is easier to hit into the dead on. And so,
That's
and a fast serve, just with a little block, punch it into a corner, and Neil must be thinking, I'm winning more points in a rally than I am off the first ball. I think Levi's winning more points overall in both, however.
Yeah.
That's just something Neil has to try and change. Oh, what a shot. The control from Gale Force there. It's very good.
50-30.
2 winning galleries to none. Is definitely the least hit target on the court.
Neil's giving away some cheap points.
Yep.
For the all. $40-30.
Points served, 109 to 95.
the door, G service.
So Neil's doing, well, based off that, he's seeing more chases. He's seeing them faster than Levi is, but just seems like Neil's serve
More
is
stats on screen now.
it just seems like Neil's serve is just not the same level or quality that he's either hoping for or
Yes, of course.
compared to, I guess, Levi's.
40-30,
He's just not winning
receiver
enough points.
Chase, door.
Would have been hoping that went in. Tight serve needed now.
Yeah.
And chase the door.
It's also a pretty good shot for a not great chase.
Yeah.
Great ball.
Great finish.
First winning gallery for Neil here.
It was a pretty brave move from Levi, I thought, down there. I would have probably taken that on the half volley.
When playing a chase like the door,
You can,
you want to get your railroad in first serve. However, worst case scenario, you either go for another railroad, very risky, or you try a bobble with not many bounces, or not necessarily not many bounces, but a very tight bobble on the edge. Because the further up you go on the penthouse, I guess the greater speed that the ball will come off towards the centre, opening up the galleries for your opponent or the receiver to go for.
Yes, when I'm defending a hazard chase or chase the door and serving a bobble, I would always try and get like a 1-2 bounce right on the edge of the penthouse, which is what I was trying to do against Zach today.
Yep.
And just you're hoping just for a cut volley, unless they leave it for the back wall, but hoping it's short enough that they
Receive
can't.
the advantage.
So
2 yards.
that was
For
a bit
those
of a
at
game
home.
plan today, and it seems to work.
For those at home, this is the second match of the main draw singles. First match being 3 hours and 20 minutes, 5-setter between Will Flim, underdog, against Zach Edel. Great match. I would recommend later this evening, once all the matches are done, potentially checking it out, rewatching it.
If you've got 3.5 hours to spare.
Oh yeah. I'd skip forwards a little bit at times between changes of ends. That can significantly speed up the play.
Much better tennis in the final set, final 2 sets.
Yeah.
Bit of a roller coaster, that match, but
I won't spoil the scoreline or the set scores or anything for viewers at home if you are planning on checking it out. But it was a thriller, to say the least. It's been quite a long game. Some good stuff in here. Last gallery.
Last gallery.
It's good control.
it is.
It's very easy to hit those high or central. So both of which would be significantly worse shots than
Tight serve. Right, I'll be stepping off the mic for a second.
Personally, I think that serve was a bit closer to a fault than in, but once again, I'm not the marker, am I? Neil with a little friendly fist bump, presumably to his
Advantage.
friends and
receiver
family
lead.
in the dead on.
Last gallery.
Good to see his, well, I guess his spirits are high. Playing out there with a smile. That's all about. If you're not enjoying the game, then it's, well, certainly not going to make you play well, is it? Positive attitude to the game is where upsets can occur from a losing position.
Two games for love.
Max Truminator, has now picked up a headset and joined me.
The line.
Still no flinch from Mark.
He's brave.
The fact that I yet to see him flinch at a ball. I thought he was going to catch it for a second. I mean, he's that on it.
It's very brave. Safe to say I wouldn't be sat on a stool.
Yeah, but I've mentioned it earlier in the match. I'm like, this is... He must know exactly where the ball's going. Must have done a lot of marking in his... well, in the past. I don't even like marking from the net, let alone on the seat.
Yeah, I don't mind marking from the net, but I definitely wouldn't sit on that thing.
Absolutely not.
Levi's playing pretty well.
Yeah.
Pretty strong.
It's been good. It's been some good stuff from both players. Score 6-3, 6-4. I mean, it's certainly not a beating. But Levi, I'd say, has been the more confident player in this. Yeah.
I think Macca having home court advantage has helped quite a bit.
It has. He's reading that back wall like
a book.
Like he's been here for years. Which he has.
Off?
Yeah.
20. 50 off.
How are you feeling? You ready for yours?
I must say my feet are a little bit cold up here, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I'd rather be too cold than too hot. Because for a best of 5 set match, it's like if I'm sweating so much, then my grip's gonna be slippery, or more slippery, I guess. And I don't know, I'll be slipping around on court, knowing me diving a bit. The sweatier I am, the more I'm leaving on the floor, which will probably just add to how slippery the court is.
I mean, to be fair, you should probably start going warming up soon.
You know me, I don't often warm up that much. The knock-up tends to be a bit more of my warm-up. Jumping up and down, getting my hand on the ball.
What have you eaten today?
What have I eaten today?
Have you had anything?
Started the day with hot chocolate, large Starbucks, and during Brooklyn's match I did leave Queen's premises to grab a sausage roll from there. Whoa, that's a flinch.
Where'd you get the sausage roll from?
There's a very nearby cafe which Will Flynn has recommended to me.
Yeah.
£2.75. They toast it up for you. It's not too filling, which is good for a match, but it's enough to make me not too hungry. So
Donuts after then.
Oh, you know it. Haven't got any on me though.
That's right. It's Tesco around the corner.
There's a Tesco around every corner.
1 game to 2.
On the board.
I haven't seen any bagels yet today.
No. Almost a bagel in Zach Edel, but it was Zach Edel as Will Flynn.
Yeah. Which was an absolutely stupid game. I think there's 13 or 14 match points in total over both players.
15.
Was it 15? Jesus.
Down the court. 40 love.
Pace.
Let's do the second galley.
It's well marked. Serve on the line.
Bang on the line.
Same as lawn tennis, different to squash. If a ball's on the line, it's in. Excluding, of course, the out of bounds line, or the out of court line, where if you hit the green, bad luck.
Faulty love, serve leads, chase is better than the second galley. Ball.
No run.
No run.
Oh, lucky.
Oh, Macca.
3-1.
Under that grill is very dead.
It is. It is. I feel like that's a almost a similarity between a lot of courts where if there's a dead spot, I'd probably
usually
put my
under the
money
grill.
it's under the grill. For example, Hobart. It's so dead there.
C court.
C court. Although I'd argue the whole court's a bit dead, but even more so under the grill.
Under the grill is definitely dead.
Quite a few other places as well. Absolutely. Good ball. Those watching from back home, if you are enjoying the match, get in the comment section. Cheer on who you're going for, and let us know if you're fans of the commentary. If you want to see Will, Max, or I back in the seat, then let us know. And if not, let us know about that as well. Bit surprised there actually. I would have expected Levi to go for that. It's already a chase, you know, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's the ball, I think he might have been a little bit surprised that had come back to him rather than, I think he was more expecting Neil to go down the line and get ready to chase it. And momentum in his I guess his torso wasn't able to get him back to that ball.
Just moving the wrong way.
Yep. Not quite a taxi, but close.
That's good stuff.
Lost it 15 all.
Chase is better than half a yard, so definitely what I consider a good serve for that chase.
We're back.
We're back.
30-15.
Chase 2. Where would you have gone in that situation? Would you have gone for a floor shot, or would you have actually gone for the dead on?
Probably would have gone for a floor.
As would I.
And if that one then came back, then
Yeah.
probably melt it. Try to.
Yeah.
Depends on the bounce, to be fair. If it's back wall first, then most of the time you just...
I try and rip it.
Yeah.
Not so that necessarily it just like cuts from the back wall, but so it kicks up a little bit on the floor, makes it a bit more uncomfortable for an opponent, potentially bringing on a racket error. What a pick up.
It's a good ball from Neil.
Levi is not misreading many, I'll give him that.
No.
Neither's Neil, however.
Definitely.
Levi's on
playing well.
top, that's all I've got to say.
Right, I'm handing back over to Mr. William Flynn.
The big dog. No, nothing outside of watching this game, which you've been doing. So
Half a yard worse than the last gallery. Two games to 3.
2 games to 3. Third set. It's just one of those cup volleys where don't want to try too much. So much pace on it. Strings and a little bit of guidance. That's all you need. If Levi goes 4-2 up, I will hand over the headphones to Max Truman, just because I'm on court next.
Will you be warming up?
Ah, well. No, I won't be cooling down, that's for sure. Bertie Valet is also in the top viewing gallery.
Yes, well, that reminds me, we've had some feedback from him.
From
Bertie.
Yep.
Thinks we're pretty boring commentators.
We're
Needs
boring
to
commentators.
Crack a joke here and there.
Crack a joke,
Even said
like
we could
Bertie's main wall dead on. No.
He did say you can rip into he said you can rip into me if that's what it takes.
No. Bertie has recently turned 18. Don't know if he's had a night out just yet, but I'm sure at some point during this British Open, after he's after all of his matches have been completed, we'll get that covered.
Ollie, check this live chat on your phone.
On my phone? Give me a second.
So what does he mean by
Join-
nutrition program?
Enjoying the insight and glad to hear all these into his nutrition program. What's your game plan, Savo? Ollie? So
Let's talk about the nutrition first.
we'll talk about nutrition. So
What's today?
today's been a hot chocolate and a sausage roll. I argue that's quite a bit of the food pyramid, personally. You know, got your savoury and your sweet. And I'm not going to explain my game plan. I have made the mistake in the previous tournament of explaining exactly how I'm going to beat my opponent few days prior to my match in the French Open, and I don't quite fancy doing that again. So I'll be commentating tomorrow.
Yes.
Bertie Valet versus John Mackenzie. So perhaps I'll talk a bit about that then. Wow. Cheers, William. Toddler.
What else have we got?
Give me a second. What are the rankings of the two players? I don't know about their world. I know Levi's got some world ranking on him. I think he's at least top 15. Maybe.
Levi.
I think he might be 15th in the world.
World ranking points.
I don't think
Where's he ranked?
world number 16. 16 or 17. He's pretty top notch though. One of the top guys. And I'm not actually certain with Neil.
I'm not either.
Because I don't know how many tournaments he's travelled for recently. For example, Levi did the Australian Open, Neil didn't, and potentially other stuff as well. I would have called that Sova's fault, but
Yes, so enough. Cut him some slack. And that.
Advancing.
still no flinch from the marker. I'm going to point that out every time. Alright, 4-2. I'm going to hand over the headphones to Max Truman.
Now get Bertie Valet actually.
Better than the second gallery. Love.
Great volley from here.
15 all. First 15. Better second.
Mr. Primore. Gone to get warmed up.
Check the screen.
There you go.
So Levi Gale is, yes.
16th.
Oh, number 16 and number 17.
Will see the lead better than the second gallery.
Wow.
30-40.
Still game point to Macca.
Last gallery, team throw.
How's the legs feeling?
Unfortunately cramped up a little bit towards the end of the match in the quads, hamstrings, calves. But Zach was the same as
I
well,
think both
I
of
believe.
you were, yeah.
Weren't in a great way, but thankfully that was only
30-40.
at 5-all rather than
That
5 game 15 minutes long.
neither could put the ball away. So yeah, but that's how it goes.
Game.
Levi really needs to get this 5 game.
3 games to
Get
4.
5-3 ahead. Otherwise,
Server dominating the game.
too quick.
15 love.
Looks like a pretty big home support for Macca in those dead-ons.
Yeah. Big crowd.
Yeah, it's pretty full in there.
And that's only the dead on as well. There'll be plenty more up in the viewing gallery.
Yeah. Levi brings some heat.
Yes. Very, very hard hitter. He's found the grill. He's real good.
30 love.
Five grills all.
Not quite the same with the dead on girl.
Slight misread from Levi.
Could have cost him the game, though. Yeah, very rare.
He's been reading the court quite well.
He has.
Oh wow.
Game.
Push that frame.
Ball. First
Expensive.
set.
Levi repping the no paint racket as well.
One of the few.
It's a good serve. Oh, twice in a row.
15 love.
Watch that frame.
3 in a row.
Could be.
Oh,
It's close.
Chase. 1 and 2. Chase.
Levi looking good in the last few months.
1 and 2.
Winning the Tam
15
Tour.
love, you lead, 1 chase.
Yeah, be looking to
pretty poor.
retain his title in Petworth
Yeah.
again.
30 love.
Macca stepped it up a bit in the last game or so. Or 2 games, 3 games.
Yeah.
Needs his point.
Yeah. That's good.
15, 30. Oh,
You're serving the bobble well today. Went to
but
that
you're all
bobble.
out of call.
Yeah, it took a while to get into it, but got there eventually.
I think everyone's struggling to find a serve
Yeah.
that is actually.
I think most people are just serving.
I mean, railroads aren't great at the moment.
No,
I think
that's
the balls are slightly too new. I think got a bit too much cloth on it.
Yeah.
I think over the next week or so they should start to kick back a bit more.
Yeah, quite a different set of balls to the qualifiers. So
Are they different?
yeah, brand new set of balls makes it a pretty different
No
game.
wonder they don't.
So trying to replicate the serves that you were doing
Yeah,
in earlier matches is pretty tough.
pretty tough.
Um,
Yeah, that
First,
does
for
work.
the all. First chase. 1 and 2.
Bobble seems to work well.
Yeah.
High serves are always good here.
Had to go
40,
for
30. Hazard
A
side.
bit fed up now.
Worse than the door.
I think we all would have done the same thing. Ooh, that's not a great point. To lose.
5 games to 4.
One more for Levi now. To
Can he close it out? Do you think he will?
Yeah.
I think him being done serving end is pretty big in this situation.
50 large. Thank you. 50 large.
Loose serve.
Oh,
Seems like the demis are skidding on a bit as well.
There's been some interesting bounces. Balls hopping up.
Especially on the roof.
Yeah.
The roof does some weird stuff.
Yeah.
30 large.
Could be a big 5-all game. Hate to see it, but
Everyone loves to watch a fight. If it was anything like the last one. Be here till midnight. Oh, wow.
well, that's a great read.
Yeah. That's a
Good 10 off there.
It's good
Worse
whip.
than 2.
Tough chase to beat.
Poor serve. That's the only bad thing about the high serve. If it's short.
You get punished for it.
Yeah.
Bertie, do you want to give your opinions on this match? Just jump on for a second.
Bertie is reluctant to.
You got to prepare for your commentating tomorrow.
He's commentating after this one as well.
Oh, after this.
He's scared.
40 love, serve lead. Chase. Worse than 2.
Not the ideal serve.
Game.
Game.
5-all.
5-all. 1 game.
You love to see it.
Oh.
It's a good fault call.
Yeah.
This could damage the schedule even more. If Macca can get this. Big first point.
Yeah, it's tight. Tight to the wall.
50 love.
It's good pace.
30 love.
Tough to come back from that.
Don't speak too soon. Anything can happen.
Oh, Macca.
40 love.
Levi not outplaying him here at all, just a few mistakes. Is it in? It's not in, but it's
definitely
tough to kill.
Sort of curling away from it. I think it started looking like it was going in. So, oh,
30 40.
2 match points saved.
Yeah, good pace.
Played.
Well played, Levi. Levi takes this much.
6-3, 6-4, 6-5.
Well played,
Gale.
Levi Gale. Next matchup is Ollie Pridmore versus Claire Fay.
Don't go yet because there's stats coming on just now.
Max, get Max. Stats coming up soon. Stats. Levi had considerably more dead-ons, which we all expected. Pretty even there. Points won from serving end, and Neil's railroad accuracy stayed the same throughout. That's his most used serve there, and served it well. Looks like Levi spent a little bit less time down the serving end than Neil. Yeah, but served pretty well, judging by the accuracy stats.
Alright, sign off when you're ready.
Right, that's been me, and look forward to speaking to Bertie, commentating next match.
And so